Hi everyone, welcome to Cornerstone Kids. We're going to take a delve into Psalm 3 today. It's written by King David. You know, the shepherd boy who was the weakest in his family, but his faith in God was strong enough to stand up even to the most ginormous of enemies, like Goliath, and win. God chose him to be king and promised an even mightier rescuer from his family. But this mighty, God-chosen king is running for his life in Psalm 3. His own son is trying to kill him. Now, if you were with us last week, you will know what a stupid idea that is to try and rebel against God and his king. But this situation must have really got to David because he is running away. So let's see what he wrote.
Hey guys, King David here. You won't believe how horrible a time I've been having recently. My own son Absalom, whom I love, is trying to kill me and take my throne. I mean, I'm not perfect, and I'm not saying that I don't deserve any of what's happening to me, but it's been extremely hard for me to deal with. I can't save myself from this terrible situation. So I wrote this song because I trust and hope in God's ability to save me. Lord, how many are my foes? How many rise up against me? Many are saying of me, God will not deliver him. But you, O Lord, are a shield around me, my glory, the one who lifts my head high. I call out to the Lord, and he answers me from his holy mountain. I lie down and sleep. I wake again because the Lord sustains me. I will not fear though tens of thousands assail on me on every side. Arise, Lord, deliver me, my God. Strike all my enemies on the jaw. Break the teeth of the wicked. From the Lord comes deliverance. May your blessing be on your people.
Have you ever felt like this? Like you have so many people against you. Like you're on your own, surrounded even. Maybe people at school are making fun of you because you believe and trust in God. In the Bible, it is not just David that is described like this in this situation. Do you remember how Jesus was treated after his betrayal and arrest in Jerusalem? He was mocked. They even beat him up. It isn't just a king. This is Jesus, the one who spoke the world into being. It wasn't as if he'd done anything wrong either, was it? The only one who lived a perfect life, who was always doing what God the Father wanted. Sometimes, then, even when we're doing something right, bad things happen. And we feel surrounded. And it even happened to Jesus. Those who mocked Jesus thought he was weak, that there was no hope for him now that he was on the cross. They said the same about David in this psalm. But of course, there is something that both David and Jesus and you and me all have in common. A heavenly Father who loves us. When we remember him and trust him, we go from feeling like this to this. It's like a lifting up of your head to see the one who cares perfectly for you. Far better than I can care for Beth. So what is God described like? What is he like in this psalm? Well, when we go to sleep, we wake up because God has kept us safe overnight. Each new day is a blessing from Him for us to enjoy. He's also like a shield. And what does a shield do? It protects. It's not just when we're sleeping that He is protecting us and watching over us. We thought last week about how Jesus died on the cross. He took the punishment we deserve so that we are protected from God's anger and the wrong things that we do and say and think, which makes Him angry and sad. God gives us a shield. Our shield is Jesus. It is because of what Jesus has done that we can say the last line of this psalm. From the Lord comes deliverance. May your blessing be on your people. If you want to make a shield to remind you of what God is like, then here's how you can do it with just a few household materials.
Boys and girls, today for our craft, we're going to be making a shield, which requires quite a job from you. You are going to have to eat a lot of cereal because we need a cereal box. Don't forget, after you've eaten the cereal and you have the empty box, to download this little piece of paper from the Keswick website. You will need that a little bit later. So, once you've eaten your cereal, you need to grab a dinner plate, maybe get an adult to help you, pop it over there, and draw lines around the top and the bottom, like this. Beautiful lines, don't you think? I worked very hard on them. Then you need to get a strong pair of scissors and cut out the sides that you drew a line on. It's quite tricky with cardboard and maybe your hands are not very strong, so maybe an older sister or brother or an adult can help you with that. When you've done that, you need to go and loiter in the kitchen and see if you can find a roll of foil. Here's my roll of foil. Then take your piece of cardboard, put a lot of glue on all around the edge and on the top. Then, holding it very carefully, you stick your foil on. And then do another little cut around the edge so that you are ready to decorate. This is one that I did earlier. You can see that I put little beads all around the top and the bottom. I used quite strong runny glue for that, this one. You could use PVA as well. Then I thought, you know what? You need to really make this shield look amazing and you need some stud work on it. So, milk bottle tops covered in foil or the jars of a jam jar lid, you could use that, cover it in foil and then glue them on here as well. But that wasn't good enough for me. I needed something a little bit more glittery and I found a little pot of beads to glue on. Then you could always find little animals, if you like animals, maybe glue a little animal on. Also, you need to find some Sharpies or permanent markers and you can do all sorts of little swirls. It's nice if you've got thick ones and thin ones so that you've got a bit of texture here. A little bit of thick lines, a little bit of thin lines, all sorts of other things you can pop on. Then you can leave it to dry for a few minutes while you cut out the hand-holdy bit that you need on the back of the shield. I cut this strip because my hand fits nicely around it. Then I needed to get it a bit bendy, but nice bendy, not funny jaggy bendies. So I decided to put it on the edge of the table and run it up and down a little bit, and it got nice and roundy. Then you grab the secret stapler, turn it around, and dramatically staple both sides over here so that you've got a hand-holdy thing. And if you look, you can see that I cut out my piece of Keswick paper and plopped it right there so that I can remember what Tom was telling us, that God is our shield.
Through every storm of life, I know you're by my side, so I am holding on to your promises. You are the God who holds my future, all my dreams. when hope was all but gone. A second chance to sing a brand new song. You opened up my eyes to see. You rescued me, rescued me. You showed the way when there was no way out. Cleared up my mind when you erased all doubt. You made me strong when I was weak. You rescued me, rescued me. Through every storm of life, I know you're by my side. So I am holding on to your promises. You are the God who holds my future, all my dreams. So I am holding on. You'll never let go of me. I'm holding on to you. You are my God. I know you'll see me through. Hey! You are my God. I'm holding on to you. You are my God. I know you'll see me through. Hey! You are my God. I'm holding on to you. You are my God. You are my God. I know you'll see me through. Hey! You are my God. I'm holding on to you. Hey! You are my God. I know you'll see me through. Hey! Through every storm of life, I know you're by my side. So I am holding on to your promises. You are the God who holds my future, all my dreams. So I am holding on. You'll never let go of me. I know you're by my side. So I am holding on to your promises. You are the God who holds my future, all my dreams. So I am holding on. You'll never let go of me. I'm holding on to you. You are my God. I know you'll see me through. Hey! You are my God. I'm holding on to you. You are my God. I know you'll see me through. Hey!
God doesn't promise that he will save us from every hardship, does he? In fact, if we are following Jesus, we can expect some things to be even more difficult. But God will help us through. He will sustain us if we ask him to. So now let's head back into the main service where Lizzie will lead us through some interactive prayers using tinfoil. See you there.